All right, it's prep time for the show here, and some of our favorite stories we'll be sharing with you on the radio today.
Yep.
From the news, there's a story about couples and fighting. Apparently, if you think you fight a lot, you're kind of like everybody else, I guess.
Pretty much. It looks like couples actually argue an average of 312 times per year. That's like a fight a day almost.
It's a fight a day?
Yeah.
You get the weekends off, maybe? Well, you probably fight on the weekends, too. Now, isn't there like a favorite day to fight?
According to the story, it turns out couples mostly argue on Thursday at 8 p.m. for 10 minutes each time. What is your favorite day to fight?
If I had to pick a prime day to fight, I'm going to go with Monday, when I'm fresh, off the weekend, got a lot of rest, got a lot of energy, a lot of endurance.
So you're going to ruin the week like that?
And if you're gonna fight every day, you might as well fight strong on Monday so you can maybe win the first fight, and they're just trying to catch up with you all throughout the course of the week. That's the way I look at it.
All right, fair enough. I'd say go probably on Thursday because you're almost to the end of the week. You know Friday's not going to suck, and then you
could have some makeup sex on Friday afterwards.
See?
You got a point there. You got a good point. I might just have to switch my fighting day.
So what is it that you and Mrs. Crash constantly fight about? Or maybe you don't constantly fight, but what's the most common thing?
I'm going to go with money. It always comes up.
Okay.
I think that's probably a lot of the root of a lot of fights.
I got the top argument triggers here, and surprisingly money is not on the list.
No?
I would say money too. Mike's Mouth and I don't fight that often, but when we do, it's usually about money.
Well,
but the top
like when she comes up
trigger...
with those surprise jeans, when she comes up with those hot surprise jeans, I go, hey, where'd you get those jeans? Those are kind of hot. And I got to say that just to see if she's going to tell me the truth, whether she actually is going to tell me whether she bought them secretly. And she goes, oh no, I've had these forever.
These old things?
Yeah, and then that little trigger, that'll start the chain reaction into the fight.
Well, the top argument trigger is stubble in the sink. You do it?
What's wrong with stubble in the sink?
It's disgusting.
You know what? I wash out the stubble in the sink, but for some reason she comes in, there might be one little piece of stubble right in a little corner or something I didn't catch. And there's stubble all over the sink.
What about dirty marks in the toilet? That's number 2.
All right, let's move on.
Mike pees on the seat, and it pisses me off.
Charlie Sheen, by the way.
He's been in a few arguments with his spouse, I think.
Yeah, he's probably wonder what his favorite day to fight is, but
not sure.
Apparently he spent how much money on a hooker? This is going to be in Juice from the Wood, by the way.
Right. It turns out that his bill from the episode in Vegas, the Vegas Weekend Bender, he spent $26,000 on 3 escorts.
26 grand?
He was so smitten with some chick named Ginger, he paid her 10 grand for 4 hours and bought her some Dolce & Gabbana sunglasses.
I got questions here. First of all, what the hell do you get for $26,000? Is there some magical
fireworks come out of there or something?
Yeah, these ladies go to hooker college to set themselves above the price range. I mean,
I'm not sure.
You got the $100 hooker and then the $26,000 hooker.
Charlie plans to see Ginger again, by the way. It's not just a one-night stand, so it's a good thing he makes that huge paycheck on the Men show, 2.5 Men.
Yeah, they're concerned about him right now, though.
Who is?
The people.
Oh,
producers.
NBC. Right.
Yeah. What would you spend? I'm trying to think of other things. If you ruled out hookers and drugs, what would you spend $26,000 on that might be considered decadent?
New car?
New car.
You've always wanted that pool.
I think a pool, but probably with $26,000, you might be able to get a pool and a hooker.
Pool and hooker with car.
So you could argue. When you argue on Mondays, you can always go to your pool and your hooker out there. And
so you know what? Fine. I'm going to go to the pool with the hooker.
All right.
Suck it, wifey.
This is some of the stuff we'll be talking about on the program today on a Friday Eve.
See ya.
See ya.